Hello and welcome to a new video. This is going to be a short and sweet one, but I've had a few kind of literary moments over the last few days, and today will be another literary moment because I'll be going to see It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover in cinema. There's a lot of scandal surrounding the press tour, but nonetheless excited to go see it, and hopefully I can kind of I can separate that in my brain. This is also a book that is very polarizing, has very polarizing opinions surrounding it, and I'm not going to get into it right now, but I really enjoyed the book, is what I will say. I've also read It Starts With Us, so that is like the next thing, the big literary moment of today. The next thing I want to talk about is the fact that I read Blue Sisters. I finished Blue Sisters, and very taken by it, let's just say. I gave it 5 stars, and I think it only became a 5-star in the end because it got me emotionally. I had tears in my eyes. It's about addiction and sisterhood and faith as well. I don't have a sister, but it kind of gave me a glimpse into that bond. So it follows Avery, Bonnie, Lucky, and Nikki following the death of their youngest sister, Nikki. And while there's technically 4 main characters with 3 narrators, they are all very distinctive, and something that can be an issue sometimes when you're reading POV or multiple POV books is the characters blending together, or you not being able to tell who's who sometimes, or getting confused on what characteristics go with what character, or whose story is whose, etc. The characterization of this is very, very strong. I was not confused. I knew that Bonnie was the boxer, Avery was the straight-laced lawyer who had battled addiction in her past, and Lucky is the rebellious youngster who, from the beginning, you get the idea that Avery is afraid that Lucky's going to repeat what happened to her, that it's going to be history repeating itself. And then obviously Nikki, who you don't know how she dies for quite a while, and finding out what happened with her is quite upsetting, obviously. And then the mother of these children plays a big part in it as well. It's like to do with a kind of generational trauma. And then their dad was an alcoholic, and addiction runs in the family, and Bonnie is kind of the one person who kind of chooses a healthy addiction, if you could have one of those, because she just has never drank in her life or taken drugs or anything. So yeah, it was really, really impactful. Very sad, because you're told from the beginning it follows the year after, the 12 months that follow Nikki's death, basically. Really, really good. Definitely lives up to the hype. I haven't read Cleopatra and Frankenstein, so I can't say which or whether regarding is it better or worse than that. And all I gotta say is Coco Mellors, you kind of broke my heart with this one, but I really, really loved it. At the same time, I wish I had a sister, I guess, more so from reading this, because their bond is undeniable, and while it's strained, it never breaks, and that's kind of really lovely to read about. Which brings me on to the final thing of right now. I'm reading I Love You, I Love You, I Love You by Laura Dockrill. I got sent this. I also got sent Blue Sisters, by the way, so I'm very happy and very grateful that I got a copy of it. I'm reading this at the moment, and I'm only on chapter 3 right now, and it is okay. It is okay. I haven't really fully sunk my teeth into it yet, I think. It's okay. I'm at it's fine right now kind of phase. Yeah, we'll have to read more, but it seems kind of wishy and lighthearted and funny, but apparently it also kind of explores grief a little bit, and I'm not really getting that from it right now. So we'll see. I'm gonna keep reading and we'll see what happens. I'm back from the film after seeing It Ends With Us, and as adaptations go, it was pretty good. I'm kind of shell-shocked, despite knowing exactly what was going to happen from reading the book. Still wasn't prepared. So God bless all the people who went into it thinking it was a rom-com. There were some moments where me and Emma, my friend, my book bestie, that there were some moments when we were almost laughing because it wasn't funny at all, but people were gasping in the cinema because they thought they were going to see a cutesy little romance. And for like a good half an hour, maybe, like it felt like a good chunk of the movie, Royal as a Saint, like it felt like a rom-com. And it went on for quite a while, and I began to worry how they were going to portray him as the abuser, because a good chunk of it is consolidating him and solidifying him as this really great guy. And I think the film did a good job at convincing you that he's a great guy. And then you can see, obviously, the abuse. As adaptations go, it was pretty good. I do have some thoughts on the casting. I'll get into that soon, maybe tomorrow, but for now, I'm going to hopefully finish I Love You, I Love You, I Love You. I'm halfway through, so maybe a late night for reading that one, but I've got a cup of tea there, and we're just gonna get into it. This is enjoyable. It's not awful, but I don't think it's very memorable either, to be honest. And I'm not the world's biggest fan of second chance romance or like missed opportunity romances where they're not with each other now, and it's the one that got away. Not my favorite trope, so as a result, not loving this. The narration is kind of funny, it's nostalgic, but I don't know. Maybe it'll pick up in the latter half. It's not going to be the next big thing. And I have heard rave reviews about it, and while I think it's good, it's not fantastic. I finished this last night, and I've given it 3 stars, not because it's bad, and not because it's enjoyable, because it's actually very funny. The author writes in a very wishy and engaging and comedic manner, but this is second chance romance, friends to lovers, with the slowest burn I have ever come across, I think. And I just don't have the patience. I'm an enemies to lovers girly with lots of tension and build up, and not waiting till the last like 10 pages for them to get together. So 3 stars. Now I'm reading The Eternal Return of Clara Hart. I believe this is about SA, but I know little else. Little Island Press sent this to me like nearly 2 years ago, so I gotta start reading this. It's under 300 pages, so I feel like it'll be a pretty quick read. Or that is it for this video. It's kind of been a mixture of a lot of different moments over the last week or so, and a few little reviews in there too. So I loved Blue Sisters, really loved that, gave it 5 stars. But I Love You, I Love You, I Love You, I gave 3 just because it's not my favorite tropes, and I just don't have the patience for it. However, very witty and funny and entertaining. I would recommend it if you are a fan of Friends, Lovers, and Second Chance Romance, but as I say, a little impatient of me. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.